Meanwhile, in the United States, central bankers, not only from that country, but also from around the world, including here in Canada, are throwing their support behind embattled U.S. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. He's under investigation by the Trump administration, with the Justice Department threatening criminal charges. The CBC's Chris Reyes is joining us now live from New York with the latest on all this. Hello to you, Chris. What are we hearing from central bankers?
Hey, good morning, Arthi. Well, for central bankers, first of all, in the world's most powerful economies, to really come together on a letter like this is unprecedented. That's worth mentioning. It really gives you a sense of the alarm worldwide of a criminal investigation against the Fed chair, who in this case has clashed with President Donald Trump. A U.S. Fed chair, Arthi, being investigated or even indicted has no precedent in this country. So in this letter, signed by 11 central bank governors, including Canada's Tiff, Macklem, and the governor of the European Central Bank, the Bank of England, Korea, Brazil, this is a portion of what they said. Let me just read it to you verbatim. The independence of central banks is a cornerstone of price, financial, and economic stability in the interest of the citizens that we serve. It is therefore critical to preserve that independence with full respect for the rule of law and democratic accountability. Chair Powell has served with integrity, focused on his mandate, and an unwavering commitment to the public interest. To us, he's a respected colleague who's held in the highest regard by all who have worked with him. And Macklem put out his own statement pretty much saying the same thing, that he supports Powell, that the Fed being able to set economic policy should not come under any political pressure. So this letter released today comes as a response to Powell confirming that the Federal Reserve received grand jury subpoenas on Friday. And that investigation, just to catch our viewers up, is over Powell's testimony in Congress over renovations of the Federal Reserve headquarters and its overrun costs. Now, Powell, critics, Democrats have long said that this investigation is not at all about the renovation, but Trump using executive power to go after people who won't do his bidding. That is their allegation. Democratic Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut pretty much said the same thing.
This is Donald Trump operationalizing the Department of Justice in order to conduct a witch hunt against people he doesn't like. And he's been doing it over and over and over again against James Comey, against Letitia James. He's using the military tribunals to come after Senator Kelly. Now he's coming after Jay Powell. Listen, this is how he operates. He operates by threatening to throw people in jail who oppose him politically or who don't agree with his policies.
So, Arthi, how did we come to this? Well, Trump has repeatedly threatened to fire Jerome Powell over interest rates as far back as his first days in office, pressuring Powell to lower them. Powell has pushed back, saying that decision has to be based on data and economic conditions, that they're waiting for the Fed for more data to act on this. Now, Trump has fired back on social media against Powell, calling him, quote unquote, too late. With new inflation numbers just out this morning, holding steady at 2.7%. He urged Powell once again to cut rates meaningfully.
Now, Chris, we know also that the Trump administration and its decision to investigate Powell is getting criticism from even within the Republican Party. It's not just central bankers from around the world. What are some of those lawmakers saying?
That's right. I mean, Republicans are breaking ranks on this, again, because of the historic nature of the independence of the Federal Reserve, Arthi. I mean, this is a body whose core function is to set economic policy with no interference from the government. Have a listen to what one Republican said, saying that, he doesn't always agree with Powell's policies, but he doesn't believe that he's criminal.
I don't like the idea of an investigation, a criminal investigation. Is something that, if he's guilty of misleading Congress. If we were to do an indictment on everybody that misled Congress in a hearing, we'd have to build a couple new federal penitentiaries.
All right, and what we're watching for now, Arthi, Trump is in Detroit talking about the economy. We'll see if he'll make any further comment there.
Okay, we continue to keep our eye on that and any comments from him. Thanks for this, Chris. That's the CBC's Chris Reyes reporting from New York.